I'm having a fabulous time with these beautiful kids. Welcome to the show, and my name is Lucy Riley, and I want you to interact with me and tell me where you're watching this show from tonight. Remember, the hashtag is FriDATE, and we're going to have a very interactive conversation today, and we'll actually be talking a lot about various topics. For example, the film industry, and these kids are just amazing, aren't you guys? Hey guys, how you all doing? Fantastic. Mambo. Hey guys. Saseni. Yes, these children are from Huruma, and they are called H-Town. So I just want to invite them into the set to kindly just have a seat. And I would also like to call upon their guardian, who goes by the name of Rose, to join us right now as we have this discussion. Remember, what is informing our topic today is actually the film, tapping into the film industry. And our question of the day today is actually, what is it that we can do in order to tap into the film industry? What is it that we can be able to do to tap into the film industry and nurture young talents? Now, karibu sana Rose, thank you so much for joining us today. Hello guys, how are you doing? Habari zenu? Salama sana. Hello. So basically, you are all from Huruma Town, and I just want you to pass this mic over to Rose so she can start us off and kick us off by telling us a little bit about these beautiful children, and coming up, finding these children in the slums of Runda area, and just being able to showcase what it is that they are doing today.
Okay, we are a group of kids from Huruma in Nairobi, and we are known as H-Town Kids.
Yes.
The group, we are like 23 of us. So these are just some of the kids I came with today.
Yeah. Rose, tell me how you actually are able to find these children and then bring them together, because they're really talented and they've been making moves in actually social media with their dancing and their acting, and they're really, really talented, and we're really proud of them to actually be joining us here tonight. So maybe you can just tell me a little bit about their background and how you're able to find them and bring them to actually come together.
We come from the same area Yes, the same area in Huruma, like their neighbors. Mm-hmm. That's where they know each other from. So I came to know about them because I sell ice cream. Yeah. So, and most of my customers are kids, of course.
Yes.
So that's where I found them, because I could see some had talents. So we decided to come together and form a group to keep them off the streets at least.
Yes. Okay, yes. Fantastic. I want to talk to some of these children. Sasa mambo?
Poa.
Sana kabisa. Yeah, I see you're one of the stars here. Are you the only boy who is dancing the way you're dancing? I mean, you were leading, taking center stage pale. Ni aje mse? Ulijuaje kulan kudansi hivyo venye una dance?
Mimi yenyewe kipaji gonjwa alinipea na juliona juu siwezi kuwa selfish nikaona nikuje nishe nao wasanga za kuwafunza style kadhaa.
Shikilia mic hapa karibu. Hebu tuambie jina lako na tuambie jina lako mwanzo ndio tukujue.
Jina langu naitwa Joseph Mulwa na mimi dansa mbaya.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, this young boy is confident. Please pass the mic over to this young lady. Nataka kujua jina lako pia. Unaitwa nani mama?
Jemima Waeto.
Jemima?
Waeto.
Yes. Karibu sana. Tell me, are you you seem like you're a little bit timid, uko shy kidogo, but ukianza kudance na ukianza kufanya mambo yako on social media, and even right now what we've just seen you do, you're very confident. Kwa hivyo unaweza ambiaje watu wengine wenye wana watch show na pia wanaweza sema, unajua mimi napenda kudance kama Jemima, ningependa kuexploit talent yangu. Na nini unaweza kuambia?
Naweza kuambia pia yeye wa show talent yao yani wasifiche talent yao, wanafai kujionyesha.
Sawa sawa. Pass my lovely darling there. Tuambie jina lako?
My name is Anastasia Modhoni.
By the way, you guys, mko shule sahi, mnadu nini exactly? Mko shule ama mnakuanga mko nyumbani mkipractice talent yenu 24/7? Naona nataka kuongea, huyu ndio star
Sisi on Monday to Friday tunakuanga shule, alafu tuna meet. Ukishafanya homework tunakuja Friday tuna meet, na on Saturday tunaenda tuition. Tukishatoka tuition sasa tunakuja tunaanza kupractice. Unafo balance masomo na talent na balance.
Karibu hapa. Umesikia wale ambao wana watch sahi, mnafaa balance masomo na talent. Ningependa kusikia kutoka kwako, msichana mrembo sana, unaitwa nani na sahi uko class gani?
Naitwa Itana Njeri na niko class 3. Na niko na miaka 9. Na mimi venye nafanyanga hii talent yangu ya kudance, naona siku moja Mungu atanifungulia mlango inipeleke mbali.
Amen, amen, amen. Acha niwaulize swali tu. Mlikuja kujuaje hii ni talent yenu na mnaweza kufanya vitu venye mnafanya on social media? Maana mna impact lives mingi sana na mnafanya, of course hii ni passion yenu na pia mnafanya cause mna enjoy kuifanya. So kwa mfano Anastasia, ulikuja kujuaje kwamba unapenda kufanya kudance na kuact? Pia mnaonanga mnafanya acting kidogo. Ulikuja kujuaje?
Kwa sababu mimi niliona watu wakiwa kwa TV na wakidance, nikaona hadi mimi naweza choose talent, na najua niko na hii talent na pia naweza ifanya.
Ndio. So guys, just you guys are amazing and you're so bright, and definitely wish you all the best. And so I just want to finish up with Rose before you guys mtuoneshe move nyingine. Na mimi sana nisijui kudance. Acha tu niwaambie tu kweli, niko na left feet mbili, lakini najua mnaweza ni show vinyi dance, ndio? So Rose, perhaps unaweza tu tuambia what is it that plans hawa watoi na wale wengine ambao labda leo hawakuweza kuja, what is it that you envision for these children, and in order to actually get them to the next level and actually to support them to grow and nurture their talent, what is it that you would want to see coming on forward from this day on?
Okay, from today henceforth, I like them to grow their talents first of all. Juu saizi si ati wako pro, but they are learning still. So with time learn na plus wapate exposure. Talent yao ikwe pia isaidie wazazi wao.
Ndio. Alafu social media handle ndio wase wajue how they can actually reach these beautiful souls and these beautiful talents.
Okay, IG tunajiita Huruma Town 8. Twitter ni HTown Kids KE.
Sawa. Sasa nataka tusimame sote, mtuoneshe move moja, tuweze kudance, alafu tuanze bulletin yetu. Nataka DJ wangu aweze kutuchezea ngoma sawa ili tuweze kusikia na kudance one move. Let's stand up together. DJ Define, give us one amazing beat so that we can actually shake things up a little bit, because today is FriDATE and the hashtag is FriDATE with Lucy Riley. And we've got so much in store for you today, and as you can see, we're kicking this off on a different style, on another level, and let's have fun. DJ.
exciting world of M-Truck Solutions, your trusted provider for bulk SMSs. We also offer API integrations for all your communication and payment needs. We also provide you with tailor-made payment getaway solution to receive and disperse cash quickly, affordable and securely. Let us expand your reach and connectivity on USSD, SMS and voice today. Call us on 0723 030 030 or email hello@mtruck.limited.co.ke. For more details, visit our website www.mtrucklimited.co.ke.
Ni jukwaa linalowapa vijana nafasi ya kuchangia kwa mada inayowaathiri.
Vijana tukishikana, we can bring a revolution. Tunaweza geuza serikali sahihi, lakini serikali yenyewe haiwezi kubali.
Tunazungumza kuhusu ajira, afya, uongozi, ukuzaji wa talanta pamoja na masuala ibuka katika jamii. Ni mazungumzo bora inayofungua mlango wa suluhisho kwa masuala tata miongoni mwa vijana. Ungana nami Paul Kirobi kila siku ya Jumatano kuanzia saa 12 hadi saa 1 jioni katika kipindi cha Vijana Mashinani. Wakati wetu ni sasa.
Kwa mara ya kwanza mboni ya TV47 inaingia kaunti ya Uasin Gishu. Je, kuna nini?
Natumia kupita kiwango na yaamkia asubuhi, lakini kila mtu akona sababu zake tofauti tofauti. Ipombe inanisaidia kwa mawazo.
Jambo la kwanza, yule wa kulaumiwa ni shetani.
Ati Eldoret inasemekana huko ni mahindi tu, hakuna. Lakini hapa ndio penyewe mahali ambapo pombe zinashukia, hata inakuja kwa wingi.
Kila siku ya Jumapili tunakurausha, tunakuchangamsha kwa mziki unaokusisimua na kukukuza kiroho. Tunaangazia wasanii mbalimbali wanaochipuka ili mradi kukufahamisha wewe. Na pia kwenye safari ya Ukristo tutakuletea shuhuda za Wakristo mbalimbali, kwani unayopitia wamepitia na wengine.
Sondo nikaokoka. Date 2 April 2016.
Yote 9-10 ni neno kutoka kwa wachungaji mbalimbali ili kukuimarisha kwenye safari ya Ukristo.
Jesus is the way, the truth and the life.
Bila shaka yote haya unayapata ndani ya 47 Sifa. Nami Liz Mutuku ndani ya TV47.
With every new week comes new adventures, fresh expectations, and new stories to tell. Where others tell you stories as a youth, we will invite you to the table to critically debate.
We will continuously recycle the same kind of leaders and the same kind of bad leaders that we end up complaining about later if we do not adopt a value and issue-based political system in this country.
Well, of course, here on New Week, we're all about matters youth has...
Analyze developing stories and how they are likely to shape up in the new week.
I think youths in Kenya need to find themselves, what they're good at.
Where are we?
in that trajectory as the youth right now? Are we starting where we are?
It's more than just a current affairs program.
Tufanye Woodley declaration. Kama una kura ya ODM inua mkono.
Every electioneering period comes with promises. Promises that sometimes are just meant to get you buy-in.
In this year's program, we've said we're going to double the subsidy. We're going to make fertilizer even cheaper. From 1,800, we're now going to take it down to 1,200.
On Pledge Watch, what happens after Mheshimiwa gets that seat is our core business. We will ask those tough questions. And where the promises have been delivered, we'll be here to celebrate the achievements. Pledge Watch, where a promise is indeed a debt. Join me, Linda Alela, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. as we get to ask these candid questions only on TV 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to hashtag FriDATE with me, Lucy Riley. And of course, the topic that is informing us today is tapping into the film industry. And we have the question of the day today, and I'll just read it out to you right now, which is how can we nurture young talent in film? How can we nurture young talent in film? The hashtag is FriDATE, and you can tweet your answers and your response to @TV47KE or @Lucy_Riley. Now with me, I am joined with a very vibrant and youthful panel. Karibuni sana. And I'm just going to start from my nearest left, but because you're all in the film industry, I know that you can obviously introduce yourselves, but I know I've got Phil, the director here, who is a renowned producer and director, and of course you'll tell us just quite briefly a little bit about yourself so that the audience who's watching us at home can actually know what it is that you actually do.
So, name Philip Karanza, CEO for Philip Productions. Philip Productions is a culture changing production house, so we just don't do TV shows, we just don't do productions, we do culture changing productions. Some of the shows we've done, Suna Johnny, Hula Balu Estate, My Empress, we were Real Housewives of Kawangware, Hapa Kule News, Tahidi Hai, Mother-in-law, Inaendelea.
Fantastic.
In a minute, yeah.
Phenomenal. Karibu sana. Then followed by this lovely, beautiful lady. I love your hairstyle, but you look phenomenal tonight. This is Naomi Mburu. This is actress as well as a producer. Karibu sana. Tell us a little bit briefly about yourself.
Yes, she said, my name is Naomi Mburu. I'm an actor producer, budding producer. I've only done a few series, probably being released in the next coming weeks. And a few films, yes.
Right, and then we have Alex Mulwa. Mr. Alex Mulwa is from the Kenya Film Commission, and he is the acting or director of the technical services. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course, we will be discussing a little bit more from a state point of view. And then finally, the beautiful lady that is the one and only Nissan Jerry, who is, very popularly known. Perhaps you can just speak for yourself.
Okay, she has said my name is Naison Jerry. I'm an actress, motivational speaker. I'm a singer. Yeah, soon to be.
Yeah.
And then I was a former actress and boss, and now acting Kule Inoro TV, and more to come, now online influencer. Yeah.
Right. All right then, fantastic. So we just want to dive right into this discussion because today we really want to understand how we can be able to tap into the film industry. And we do understand one thing is that the film industry has been talked about very widely and broadly in this country. And there are quite a few ailments and challenges that have been facing both actors, actresses, producers, and those who want to get started in this industry. for one reason or another, find it a little bit, either they have challenges or perhaps it's quite easy to get started. So I want to get started with yourself, Phil. Where is the problem when it comes to really making this industry or making, competing on an international level such that, we as Kenya are lagging behind and we're not able to win the awards that every other, other producers and maybe other actors and other filmmakers are actually internationally being recognized. At the moment, we're not really reaching that space. So what do you think the problem is?
First of all, budgets. But before we get to budgets, I think this country for 20-something years we were asleep. Like the rest of the world was developing. Like the Nigerian industry started little over 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
So they've been growing. So we're also on that stage, we're also growing baby steps. So I can say right now we're growing as an industry, TV and film. So tutafika, the awards, they're coming eventually. Yeah. So it's just pole.
So really the only problem that's in this industry is the budgets.
Yes.
Right. I mean, when you look at it and you look at the research that has been put out there on the various platforms, we find that things like licensing of films, and you realize that sometimes I'll quote a story of you'll hear that is it Princess when she came down, she was actually in Kenya, and when she came down, her mother had actually passed away, and then we found that she was actually crowned the queen, and that movie was acted in South Africa. Just for one reason or another, it was cheaper to shoot that film in another country and not here locally in Kenya.
Yes.
And you find that perhaps there are some regulations that do not favor the local producers and filmmakers. Maybe you can talk about that, knowing that you've just entered and you're in the space of producing movies. What is your take on this?
Well, internationally, for people coming to shoot in Kenya, there wasn't proper tax incentives for them.
Absolutely.
And the taxes were quite high. But I think that is being revised or has been revised, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
It's currently being
We have the right
revised,
person too.
right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I think bodies that weren't working before are now working. So looking on the positive side, I think bodies like KFC, KFCB, I mean, they're starting to work. And prior, they weren't working. I think it's going to change. It's going to change. For us local filmmakers, it may be quite a bit expensive to license your film, and sometimes it's hard to even break even when you have shot it. However, the price for licensing isn't necessarily as much as it would be high for equipment and these other production costs.
Right. And
so, yeah.
If I can dig deeper into that. So the problem is not licensing from the KFCB.
Yeah.
Actually, if you do your research, Kenya is actually a very cheap place to license. Film licenses in Kenya are cheaper than Tanzania, than Nigeria, than South Africa. The problem comes into our county governments. So I've already paid a film license. Then if I'm shooting in Nairobi, I have to pay a permit from the Nairobi council. Now, they don't have rates. It's someone will sit somewhere and decide what figure they'll give you. So it's not fair. We hate this word, but corruption is real. You mentioned the crown.
Yes.
So, as much as that happened in Kenya, there's some logistical issues. For example, they needed a lot of white people in the film.
Right.
Yeah, so if you compare South Africa and Kenya, how many white people are you going to find in Nairobi, actors, as opposed to South Africa? So sometimes...
So are you saying that it's the manpower and the talent that's not available locally? Perhaps even I can hear from you, Nice, coming from an actress's point of view, knowing that, there are lots of young people who want to get into this space and, they're very talented and they want to actually venture into this space and make a name for themselves and perhaps even become award-winning actors stroke actresses. Where is the gap and, where are the opportunities or the places where you can actually fill in those gaps and actually create the content like he's just spoken about right now that, they might not be available locally?
Talking from an actress perspective, I think we have those opportunities. But now the problem is mostly we get the same faces. It's not like we don't have newbies, but now the newbies, they're just there for the fame. They're not there to work hard to be able to do that. But now the problem comes when you say that we had, like in South Africa, they have more white people. In Kenya, yes, we have them, and we have better talents, yes. But now we have agencies that actually want to to take more money and give you less, as an actress, I'll feel that pinch. I'll be like, maybe it's an international film and they're charging this much, or maybe I may not even know how much I'm getting paid. But now maybe my agent, or maybe sometimes it goes to an extent, even you manager, maybe you don't trust each other or something. Maybe they're given more, and later on you learn that you were supposed to get more than what you're getting. So mostly in Kenya, I feel like we have good actors, we have good actresses, but now the point of now giving them what they deserve and actually getting there, that's the problem. And also, I will say this, actors, we are not close. We are not close. We hate on each other. We pick on each other. We don't like anyone going up so high. You know, I don't know what is happening. Like you will see. Let me use Kate actress. She is a an actress. But you feel some other actors and actresses, they're just criticizing everything she does. Oh, did you eat this? Did you eat this?
Nice. I like that point, and I think right now we actually have to take a short break, and this is a quite emotional topic because, you know, you really get to experience this industry every other day and you get to understand it better than those who are probably watching from home. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a short break right now, and when we come back, we're going to look and review at some of the comments and points that you've actually been airing on our social media platforms, and, you know, even just to echo what Nice has said. Ladies, please, and gentlemen, please don't leave us. We will be right back and talk more on this topic.
Every electioneering period comes with promises. Promises that sometimes are just meant to get you buy-in.
In this year's program, we said we are going to double the subsidy. We're going to make fertilizer even cheaper. From 1,800, we're now going to take it down to 1,200.
On Pledge Watch, what happens after Mheshimiwa gets that seat is our core business. We will ask those tough questions. And where the promises have been delivered, we'll be here to celebrate the achievements. Pledge Watch, where a promise is indeed a debt. Join me, Linda Alela, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. as we get to ask these candid questions only on TV 47.
Welcome to the exciting world of M-Truck Solutions, your trusted provider for bulk SMSs. We also offer API integrations for all your communication and payment needs. We also provide you with tailor-made payment getaway solution to receive and disperse cash quickly, affordable and securely. Let us expand your reach and connectivity on USSD, SMS and voice today. Call us on 0723-030-030 or email hello@mtruck.limited.co.ke. For more details, visit our website www.mtrucklimited.co.ke.
Ni jukwaa linalowapa vijana nafasi ya kuchangia kwa mada inayowaathiri.
Vijana tukishikana, we can bring a revolution. Tunaweza geuza serikali sahihi, lakini serikali yenyewe haiwezi kubali.
Tunazungumza kuhusu ajira, afya, uongozi, ukuzaji wa talanta pamoja na masuala ibuka katika jamii. Ni mazungumzo bora inayofungua mlango wa suluhisho kwa masuala tata miongoni mwa vijana. Ungana nami Paul Kirobi kila siku ya Jumatano kuanzia saa 12 hadi saa 1 jioni katika kipindi cha Vijana Mashinani. Wakati wetu ni sasa.
Kwa mara ya kwanza mboni ya TV 47 inaingia kaunti ya Uasin Gishu. Je, kuna nini?
Natumia kupita kiwango, naiamkia asubuhi, lakini kila mtu akona sababu zake tofauti.
Pombe inanisaidia kwa mawazo.
Jambo la kwanza, yule wa kulaumiwa ni shetani.
Ati Eldoret inasemekana huko ni mahindi tu, hakuna. Lakini hapa ndio penyewe mahali ambapo pombe zinashukia, hata inakuja kwa wingi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to hashtag FriDATE with me, Lucy Riley. And of course, the topic of discussion tonight has been tapping into the film industry. And just a quick reminder on the question that has been informing our discussion tonight. It is, how can we nurture young talent in film? How can we nurture young talent in film? You can tweet us your responses at TV47KE and at Lucy_Riley. You can also include the hashtag FriDATE. Now, I just want to read out one or two comments from Twitter, and that is my opinion. This is from Simon Odiambo, and he says, my opinion as a stakeholder in the industry is that as actors, we should stop playing high and mighty to each other and realize that for our film industry to grow, we should work together and open up the space for equal opportunity. And that is actually what Nice was talking about just before we took the break. Of course, remember, you can give us a call and we can continue this discussion and conversation on air. Now, I just want to throw it back to Nice. You were actually very passionate about what you were discussing just before we took the break about, you know, as actors being in this industry and space, similar to what this comment was. And I just want you to pick it up before we get into the solutions from a solution-based point of view from KFC. Please, let's pick it up from there.
As I was saying, as actors and actresses, we are not close at all. We are the first people to pick on each other. Like, I feel as an industry, we should be so close to an extent of, if one of us has a problem and something leaks, good or bad, we are there to support. We are there to gang around other people and tell them, come on, stop. You are hating this person. It's not okay. It's not cool. But we are the first people. Umeona Nice Kenya amefanya, umeona nani Kenya amepost, umeona, you know, we are the first people to pull you down. As Othiambo has said, I think why some actors hold themselves high and mighty. It's not because of anything, it's because they have worked hard. And it pains, like for example, I do online videos, I said like 1 year ago, and it pains because I will sit down alone, create my own content, find my own way to find a camera or even my phone, ask for help from maybe family, and then shoot it, and then ask a few actors and actresses, do you think it is funny? They will tell me, good, cool, post it. You know, then I post it, and then the first people to say, guys, sasa hiyo ni nini? Ni actors. Hata si funny, ni actors, you know? And then, once I am up there, because I've gained followers, have liked what I'm doing, and then someone, just an actor, let me use you, Naomi comes and tells me, mama, ni aje, tunaweza shoot ka video hivi, tuweke mtandao. You know, hivi. You haven't seen the work that I've put in there. You haven't felt what I have done, but you're calling me mighty. You see, we normally actors and actresses, we are not close, so we tend to work hard alone. You work tirelessly night and day, and then when you're up there, when now people now are liking your work and they're loving it, we are so easy to tell another person, stop acting. So, you know, I feel, come on, if you want something, work for it.
I want to actually direct this question to Phil, the director, and I want to understand how can we be able to actually involve the youth in this particular industry? How can we begin to nurture this talent in film industry today?
Usually whenever I'm asked that question, I always say that there's first problem we have in this country is it started from our education system. How are we taught in class?
Right.
Kaa kwa desk yako angalia mwalimu. We've always been taught as Kenyans, you need to be taught by someone. I don't know why. Ingia YouTube. School of YouTube, bana. University of YouTube. Right now, coming up in the industry, my friend Abel, ako backstage.
Right.
We'd gang up, because there was no internet back then. Najua nimeficha miaka.
Right.
We'd gang up, like
Yeah.
a group of 5 people, tunachanga pesa. Then we send one of us who's maybe flying out.
Yes.
So that he can buy a book on, let's say, digital photography, which costs about 20,000.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'd have to save up, send someone. Nowadays, you find all that information on your phone. So that's the first thing I always tell the young people. Usingoje kuambiwa, tumia simu. Use the resources that you have. So before someone nurtures you, can you start nurturing yourself?
Right.
2, it's not as hard. By the way, people assume reaching some of us is hard. But they just need to walk up to someone.
That's
just,
true.
Yeah, just get the guts, you know.
Yeah.
Walk up to the CEO of TV47. Mwambie niaje niko na hii idea na I think ni kali sana.
Yeah.
So as Kenyans, we don't have that thing of
Right.
just working for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, we want to be taught.
Right. I just want to throw this question over to Mr. Molwa from KFC, and we want to understand what it is that, what are some of the opportunities that are, available for the youth, think that the KFC is actually making strides to make it easier and actually a better platform for the youth to be able to penetrate this industry. And it's very interesting to see that some of the producers and actors are saying that you're doing your job. Perhaps you viewers at home can actually call in and say whether you have found this situation to be true. But let's hear from yourself, Mr. Alex.
Well, thank you. Let me first describe KFC, because most people, anytime they think of KFC, they think Kentucky Fried Chicken, yeah? As we are not Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's
Right.
the Kenya Film Commission.
Nice one.
And with the Kenya Film Commission, our key mandate is actually to develop, promote, and market Kenya's film industry, both locally and internationally. And that's the difference between us and Kenya Film Classification Board,
Absolutely.
which is headed by Dr. Ezekiel. Kenya Film Classification Board does the classification of the content
Right.
that is normally produced.
Yes.
Well, for us, as in terms of development, and it's good that we are discussing about nurturing talent and welcoming people into this industry. What they are seeing as challenges, for me, I'm seeing as opportunities, because we have to convert them and make the industry grow. Well, when it comes to matters nurturing the talent, how we've approached it as a commission is that, number one, we decided we must do a lot of capacity development and building for the young people and those who are already in the industry. So what we are offering a lot of is partnering with people like Canon, ADMI school, and any other school that is actually teaching film to be able to build this capacity. We are working with the School Drama Festival to be able to identify and nurture talent from a very young age. Then there's this other aspect that has come always up anytime wherever we go, and that's the aspect of budgeting. Budgeting is not unique in Kenya alone. It is all over. Any industry, film industry practitioner that we meet out there and within, they always say budget is a problem. But for us, how are we looking at it as a solution? One of the key things that we are doing is that we are trying as much as possible to educate the financiers. These are the banks and also the insurance group. The whole reason is so that at least we can create a product whereby the filmmakers are able to go and access some
finance.
credit.
And just hold on to that particular point, you'll find that when you actually ask a few of those who are producers and filmmakers, and when they're trying to acquire budgets from the bank, it's a little bit more difficult to actually access financing in order to just create a movie, because apparently the banks find it a little bit hard to see the return on investment, the ROI, when it comes to film. But when it comes to other matters, say for example agribusiness and the likes, it's a bit easier. So perhaps even you can actually mention it yourself, Phil, on actually acquiring financing for creating a film.
True, what you've said is true. Getting financing for films is really hard. And the main reason, I don't blame the banks, I don't blame the investors, is because one, we do not have data, like return on investment. So if I put in my money, how much am I getting back? Yeah. So it should start with us as filmmakers.
Right.
First of all, we need to start collecting data, and we need to push ourselves out there more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The minute you take an idea to an investor and you tell them this is how much you'll make back, they'll give you the money.
Right.
So it's first of all. Two, maybe let me take the advantage because KFC is here.
Yes.
Imagine in a country of 50 million Kenyans, 47 million Kenyans.
Absolutely.
We only have 11 cinema halls. 11.
Right. So
11.
absolutely.
So also making money back with film is really hard.
Yeah.
So, if KFC can decide, we have like 1,000
right.
cinema halls in this country.
Sorry, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, we just want to pick up this call that's coming in from a viewer right now as we respond to that, why we only have 11 calls. Yes, hello. Unfortunately, we actually lost our caller, but if you are watching this, you can still give us a call. And when we come back from the break, perhaps we can have Mr. Alex Molwa respond on why we only have 11 facilities to enable the film industry. But also when we come back from the break, we're going to be playing a little game to actually shake things up a bit because it's Friday. So do stay with us, and the hashtag is FriDATE.
Inayowaathiri
vijana tukishikana, we can bring a revolution. Tunaweza geuza serikali sasa, lakini serikali yenyewe haiwezi kubali.
Tunazungumza kuhusu ajira, afya, uongozi, ukuzaji wa talanta pamoja na masuala ibuka katika jamii. Ni mazungumzo bora inayofungua mlango wa suluhisho kwa masuala tata miongoni mwa vijana. Ungana nami Paul Kirobi kila siku ya Jumatano kuanzia saa 12 hadi saa 1 jioni katika kipindi cha Vijana Mashinani. Wakati wetu ni sasa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to hashtag FriDATE. And of course, this discussion has been very interactive with my very vibrant, youthful, and phenomenal guests. Talking about tapping into the film industry. And of course, you can always continue interacting with us on the social media platforms. And of course, our question of the day has been, how can we nurture young talent in film? How can we nurture young talent in film? And so as we come to a close of this particular show and program, we're going to end it with a bang, right? And so we're going to play a little game with my wonderful guest here on board. And this game is charade. And so basically, because you're already in the film space, you're going to act a little bit.
Hey.
We want to see how it's done. If you don't show us how it's done, how are we going to know how to do it, right? So basically, I want to start. We wanna actually start this particular show, but first, let's check this out. This is called the icebreaker. Right, now I'm going to start from my furthest right, that is director Philip. And Phil is going to take this particular paper and he's going to look at what is written on this paper and he's going to act it out, and whoever among these three that are left with us is going to guess it correctly. It could be a movie, it could be, a song, it could even be a person. Who knows? I don't even know myself. Well, I might know. And then whoever gets it right, of course, at the end of the day, we're going to find our winner and end it with the best person in this particular show. Is that okay, guys?
Yes.
Are you excited to find out? Right. Well, right. I want to also divide you two in teams. So the first two teams, that's Phil and Naomi, are going to be the blue team. So they're going to be on one team. So if they win against you, this is the red team, Alex and Nice. If they win against you, of course, we'll know what to actually share with you guys. But first, here we go. Phil, I'm going to pass this over to you. Here we go.
Jesus.
Phenomenal. So, no talking. Here are the rules of the game. You must not talk. You must not make any noises. Perhaps you can make a sound because, gestures, body movement, and perhaps some sound. So, Phil, show us what you're made of.
A lady.
Cinderella.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Phil, you can do this.
The last.
Oh my God.
Oh, interesting. Is he on the right track? I think he could be getting it right.
Don't lie.
Oh my goodness! I am on. Okay, phenomenal. Let me have it.
A man had to get that right.
Okay, so Team Nice wins this round. And isn't it interesting that KFC is quite informed, right, guys? I'm sure you all didn't know that. Hips do not lie. Well done. So now we're going into, yes, yourself, Naomi, and you're going to check out this, whatever is written here. Of course, guys, you do not want to lose this. So pull up your socks, okay? We don't want to lose. Right? We're placing a bet here. Next time we're placing a bet. Here we go, Naomi. This is for you.
Hey.
Lady and last chance to win. Right. No making sounds, right? No, you could make a sound, but do not speak. No sounds, actually. My director just told me no more sounds.
Hey.
Right. Gestures, body movement. You got this.
Lion.
Guys, it wasn't that easy. Oh my goodness. They weird. We were there. It wasn't that easy. I didn't No, they saw this. No, we're going to take off a point. I do not think that we are doing well. So far, alright then, alright. I want this one to go to KFC, Mr. Alex Mulu. I think we are all going to enjoy this one. Yes. Okay, great. 2 points, 0 for you. You can still win.
I am so proud
Blue
of
team,
me
we
right
can
now.
still win.
I wish we give it to Nice because she's the actor.
Oh no!
For me, let's see.
She'll get her. All right. You got this.
I'm scared now.
Short. Midget.
Okay, Phil, we got Phil there. Something along those lines.
Inspector Mwala.
Short guy is...
Short guy.
With a lollipop.
All right, you can do this,
Short
though.
guy.
You can do this.
All right.
Oh, short. Short.
Speaks a lot. Public.
It's a child eating something yummy.
It's a child.
Short. Yummy. Oh my God.
All right, I want to help your team out. It could be a song.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Awesome. Well done. Come on and join us.
We have to. You have 1 point.
All right. You can still win. I'm not being biased, but they can still win. Okay. So this is the last question, and I just hope it's a good one because it's perfect. You're the right person to do this one.
Oh my God. Is she gonna make us laugh?
It's absolutely good.
Reggae.
Wow.
No, I think you saw everything. I think when you put it against the light, you can actually see.
I have read mine. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I actually think I'm going to agree with Naomi there. When you put it against the light, you can actually see, right? And this is coming from a technical and a producer's point of view. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been #FriDATE with myself, Lucy Riley. And next week, we are going to bring you celebrity news, more gossip, more news in the showbiz industry. And, we're actually going to bring you amazing guests in studio. And we're going to have so much fun because, of course, it's Friday and we want to usher in the weekend in style, right? So that's all I had with you for tonight, unfortunately. And remember, this is FriDATE, right? And you've got to book your date with TV47 and with myself, Lucy Riley. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I had with you for today. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, the hashtag remains #FriDATE. And I've been your host, Lucy Riley. Goodbye.